Welcome back, guys. A couple of weeks ago, you saw us setting up this crazy auction, and today is the viewing for the auction, with the auction going live tomorrow. So I thought I'd bring you guys along, give you some results of the auction, show you some stuff that is actually going in the auction, and give you a little bit of an insight into what this whole setup has been like, and if we would do it again. Let's get into it. So before anyone gets in here, I thought I'd give you a quick recap of where we're at. So essentially, everything here is numbered and cataloged by the number. And essentially today everyone's going to be coming in and having a look at what we actually have. And hopefully people start bidding more online. I think we're up to about $6,000 in pre-bids. So hopefully today and tomorrow being the auction day, we get a few more bids in. But there is some really awesome stuff through here, guys, like newer tag stuff, some R.M. Williams, some great collectibles. We've got a whole bunch of like electronics. We've got the player issue stuff. We've got those posters which we've laid out as well over here, which is really cool. Hopefully they get a few more bids. A couple really nice posters. We've got Pokemon cards. We've got tools. We've pretty much got everything that you could possibly imagine an eBay store might have. So I'm just going to tidy up the last few bits and pieces here, and we open in 15 minutes time. So we've got an open from 9 till 4, so it's going to be a pretty long day. Hopefully a lot of people come through, and hopefully that helps with some of the prices of this auction. All right, let's get this sorted and open up that door. I think it's just after 9:30 now. We had a couple people through early. We're expecting more people in the afternoon, so hopefully that's the case, and hopefully things start picking up. We have had a lot of interest on the cameras, which is nice. There's some really good stuff in there. The great thing about the cameras is even if they're not working, they sort of sell for like, you know, 40 to 50 bucks, even like not working. So if there's a few that are working in there, it's definitely worth a lot. I think some of these lots are up to about 130, 150. So we're looking at, there's like probably 20, 25, maybe even 30 cameras in there. That's some really great profit. I'm surprised that the Lego hasn't ticked up just yet, but I did just speak to the auction rooms about, you know, what their expectation are, and they did say the last day is where a lot of the stuff will pick up. So they were pretty happy with the way things are going. So that makes me pretty happy with the way things are going. I think we're up to about $6,000, $7,000, somewhere in there in terms of total value. I don't have the exact number, but if we can get up to around 12,000 total, that means that we should get about $10,000 in our pocket. Then you got to take away obviously the cost of the warehouse, which is 1,500 bucks. So maybe if we get around that range, we should make between sort of $7,000 and $8,000 in pocket, but obviously cost of goods as well. So all those things are all in the mix in here, but the best thing about this is hopefully we get rid of all of this in one foul swoop. It is like 3:30 in the afternoon, so we've got about half an hour for people to continue to come through the door, but we've probably had 20 to 30 people through today. I probably thought there might be a few more, but there's been some really cool conversations about a lot of the lots and a lot of people interested in all this crazy stuff we have here. So it's gonna be interesting tomorrow to see how well it does if we keep getting some more bids. I haven't really looked in the last half hour or hour or so I'm not really sure where we're up to. But I think overall this is going to work out quite well. I do think tomorrow is going to be the big day for bids, so it'll be very interesting to see where it wraps up. I'm going to leave you here for now, catch up with you tomorrow, and try and give you an update kind of chronologically as we go through the day tomorrow, and hopefully we hit that $10,000 goal. Good morning, guys. It is the day of the auction. Sorry if you can hear rain on the roof. It's the first day of rain we've had in a long time, and it just clogged up all the roads as well, so we're a little bit late. But we have had a couple of the auctions already end, and I'll show you some stuff that's coming up that has really surprised me. So for example, this Super NES scope has sold for 70 bucks this morning, which I'm pretty happy with. I mean, it's probably a $100, $120 item on eBay, so that's not too bad considering we don't have to ship it or anything like that. I'll show you a few others. We ended up selling the violin for 75 bucks, which is pretty good. Once again, I think on eBay we had this up for about 150, 160. So it's kind of around that half price, I think. So I'm not too concerned with that. I think the bones ended up going for $55, which is pretty good. Obviously, none of this is tested. Some of the cameras have been going really well. The thing that has surprised me though, and I don't understand it, is these marbles. These are up to $400, and I don't really understand why. All right, guys, the auction is now officially over, which means people are going to start paying, and we're going to have to start pulling stuff for people. So we don't have pickup until tomorrow, but we're going to start getting some of the stuff ready that people have already paid for. So they rang up and paid for at the auction rooms. I think we did just over $12,000. I will do a full update right at the end. So I think we're a little bit shy of what we wanted to get out of it in terms of profit, if you want to call it that. But we did turn all of this stock over. I think there was only 2 or 3 lots that passed in. So I'm happy with that. So we're going to get into picking some of this stuff, getting some of these lots ready for tomorrow so people can just come in, pick them up and get them out. All right, it is now Friday, which is our first pickup day for the auction lots. We have started picking some stuff that payment has already come through for. I'll show you how we're managing that without showing you any of the details of the people, obviously. But hopefully today a lot of this will go. I think we ended up with about 3 or 4 that got passed in. So that's pretty good considering we had 325 different lots of stuff. So all of this should be gone by Monday. So essentially we are getting invoices from the auction rooms, and then I'm just putting all that information onto these sticky notes and then pulling all of those lots so that when this person comes in to pick it up, we know that this is their lot. We can check their buyer number, check their name, and it'll be all ready to go. So this is actually all one person's order. So they got a lot of cards, they got some of the high-tech shoes, some books, some little I guess kids stuff, which is nice, some more cards, some die-cast stuff, some books, they got hats. So that's quite a nice lot. So I've just set up a little station here and I'm taking people's information as it comes through. We'll take the tags from here and then we'll go and pick the numbers from the shelves. So depending what they've got, we'll allocate them all together and then they can take them all out the front door. All right, we've already had half a dozen lots picked up. You can start seeing some gaps in the old inventory, which is nice. Some people have been buying big lots and small lots. We had one person buy like 30 lots, which is awesome. Very happy to get rid of all that stuff all in once. It's really interesting to see like the mix of what people are buying as well. I'll show you this lot over here. So this one's got a whole bunch of like car parts. It's got pictures, hats, cameras, shoes. We've even got some more shoes and some pots in here, plus some prints and AFL pieces. So it is very interesting to see like what people are buying in bulk. There's been an update on the marbles. Is this true?
It is true. It's not going to be what you expected for your vlog. The gentleman sent his friend down to collect the marbles, and that gentleman asked me if I knew, insert name, who had just been killed, and I said no, I don't know anyone. And he said, oh, but isn't this the auction for so-and-so who had been killed, who had the big marble collection? And I said, no, we're eBay sellers doing a clear out. And he said, oh, my friend in Victoria who's bought this is going to be very upset. And he had rummaged through and said, there's nothing vintage or of value here. And my friend's bid on the wrong thing.
Oh boy. The shelves and tables are starting to look very bare. It's just about lunchtime, so a lot of the stuff has been picked up and it's clearing out pretty quick.
All I had was lunchtime.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too. But yeah, essentially we've only got little bits and pieces left. We have a couple people that have told us they will be picking up later next week. So we're putting their stuff aside. But, I mean, half a day and this stuff's almost all gone. Okay, it's 3:45 and Jazz is ringing home because she wants out.
Hello, come and pick up your telephone.
We don't have very much left. Most of this is already gone. You can see there's like 1 item left on that shelf, or 2, sorry. And then I don't think that set actually sold down the bottom. One of the 3 or 4 things that didn't sell, but the rest of the warehouse is looking very empty.
Very empty. We're ready to move out. We just moved in.
So Monday is our last pickup day, and then we have to get all this stuff out because we've only got it until Tuesday. So it's been a bit of a hectic week.
Don't you wish we could keep it?
Yeah, but I think this was a really good opportunity for us to take. And tomorrow, after we've done all of this, I will share with everyone the total revenue. So we will be back in tomorrow, or Monday actually, for the last day of pickup. And then we have to get rid of all this stuff out of this warehouse by Tuesday. But on Monday, what I'll do is a total wrap up of the total numbers and give you guys a bit of an estimate of the actual profit in pocket. There is going to be a little bit off because I don't have cost of goods on some of the stuff I brought from home because it's like personal items and I don't want to like overestimate or underestimate, but I'll try and give you the most accurate numbers that I can for this experience. And if it's something that we'll do again. All right guys, it is now Monday and we have about 3 hours left to pick up, and this is all that is left in the whole auction. So about 3 to 4 tables, The rest has been cleared out Friday and this morning, so hopefully we've got a few more people coming to pick this stuff up. I know there are some people that are coming later in the week to pick up, so I'm just gonna chuck in the warehouse for now. But I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an overview of how much this actually made us in this week of sales. So for the whole auction, we made $12,951. Now you do have to take away 20% fees, which leaves us with $9,800 in pocket before all our rent and overhead and stuff like that as well. So if you take away $1,500 for a rent, which is what this cost us for the whole period, and I had a cost of goods here of $4,613. Now that's probably a little bit lower than it was because there was some stuff from home that wasn't on eBay, so I couldn't grab the cost of goods for it. So I'm gonna take a little bit more off the end to account for that as well. So if you take away the $1,500 and the $4,600 from the $9,800 that we would be getting from the auction rooms for running this auction, that leaves us with $3,686. So if we take away another $600, just let's say that's the cost of goods that was stuff at home, which is probably way over what it actually was, but we'll just do that. So essentially we made about $3,000 for about a week's worth in this auction. Now, it was a very intense work week. It was a lot of effort to get this done in a week, especially turn around that quickly. But would you guys do this for $3,000? I think for us, it was a great opportunity for us to clear some space, not only at home, but also in our warehouse. And it's a nice little chunk of change back in our pocket that we can reinvest into something else. Let me know what you guys think about making that money in that short amount of time. Is it worth it, or should we have tried something else? Let us know, happy to hear it. Thanks guys for being here, I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time on Aussie Thrifters. Bye for now.